This is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to set up his blockers. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And I think we can get used like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time, and try and finish off a game.
He's going to let one fly here for a ball. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Fourth quarter.
Some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line.
And he's got it. And he will take this in. Touchdown. It's getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Barrett. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Barrett over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Barrett under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Loss of 6 yards. 3 and out.
Oregon's punter out on the field, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, now he bowls him over. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st and 10, LSU.
10 at the 28-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And then it's caught. It's an LSU touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
25 yards that time. Off the play fake, Barrett. That is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
For number 16, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with him. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory here in the College Football Kickoff Classic.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first day.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. The pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth note, now a hit and a loose football. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week. Didn't you just see a guy?
That room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure. And to me, he's a natural leader. And I concur with both of those statements.
Cooper on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick first down as well.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown Clemson. Jay on Whiteside. 49 yards. And Clemson has taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. Steps away, and now he's going to use his legs. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. LSU with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Oh, we got plenty of fight,
and he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. 15 yards. And LSU has jumped out in front. Well, since he's coming to the game at court, and he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when his pressure comes, and down he goes. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited.
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the defense.
Cooper's pass complete.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. They begin with Henry. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really...
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
On the play.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Bring it! And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From 4 yards out, and LSU adds on to their advantage.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Clemson takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. On 1st down, Cooper. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
There's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense.
It's a foot race. 20. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. Donnie Simpson, 75 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the hands.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is, Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge? Or another thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Back to throw is Cooper on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now left side on the swing pass. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
All right, you've had to put... Up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken. Throughout the game, that's why they're down so big.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change of quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury.
Tommy Madden. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together. How could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late round selection, if at all.
Jeez.